What's the time? It's time for Goji. Yeah, Goji time once again, folks. Yeah, peoples. Shout out to Sean from Showcase Daikaiju. This is going to be a double review. I don't know. I'm at work, so I ran home to grab the box. All right, we got the double bubble wrap Gojis right here. This is going to be a double review. And reason why I don't have my whole setup right now is because I'm eating. And I wanted you guys to see this. These are some Godzilla rolls right here from Abe Sushi. Shout out to Abe Sushi. That's a really good sushi spot in my neighborhood. So we'll kick off the review with some awesome Godzilla rolls. And these are great. And two really, really good figures. Let's get into it. All right, so excited for these two. Can you see what they are? Let me get them out. All right, hell yeah. Ate my Godzilla rolls. And now here we go. The Bandai Movie Monster Series. Godzilla 1973 and 1975, baby. Double review. So let's get into it. All right, so the 70s Godzilla is the Godzillas that I grew up on. The 74 Mecha Goji suit is my favorite Godzilla design, and I just love all of the 70s Gojis. The 73 is the Mega Goji suit from Godzilla vs. Megalon. He's got the really nice card here. You can see a picture of the Goji with the power line in his mouth, looking like an upside down cross there. This is the black metal version of Godzilla right here. Hail Satan. And then here we have the 1975 Godzilla with also a very nice card. This is the Mecha Gyakushu Goji suit. Hope I didn't butcher that. But yeah, the 73 and the 75, both of these are fantastic figures by Bandai. All three of them are. The 73, 74, 75, I think is some of Bandai's best work. And I was really, really happy that they released these two guys. I couldn't wait to order them, and I'm very happy to have them. And yeah, I mean, beautiful cards on both of these. We have a nice picture of the 73 on the inside, dorsal plates on the back. Here we have a picture of the 75 with the dorsal plates on the back. And two really, really, really nice cards. I'm going to get these two in some plastic, and then we'll continue with the review. All right, we're going to start off with the 73, the Meguro Goji suit from Godzilla vs. Megalon, which is a movie that I loved as a kid. And even though it's more geared towards kids, possibly, I still love that movie, man. And I love Megalon as a villain. I hope they bring Megalon back in a movie sooner rather than later. But I love the 70s Godzillas. What can I say? They were on all the time. I was watching 70s Godzilla in 1977 on a Saturday. You know what I mean? Or whenever they came on at my grandmother's house. And so, you know, the 70s Godzillas are like actually what I think of and what pops into my head when I think of Godzilla. I don't know why that is. I saw the 56 version first. But yet every time I think of Godzilla, this is the Godzilla that I think of, the 70s, specifically the 74. But this is beautiful. This is the first 73 Godzilla figure that I own. And I think it's just beautiful, man. This is perfection in figure form right here. You know what I mean? Like, this is Bandai at its utmost best. All All of the 70s Godzillas are some of Bandai's finest works. And I just love all of them. And I'm so happy. I had the 74. I've been waiting for the 73 and 75 to come in patiently. And I absolutely love it. And I'm so pumped that I have all three now. And I'd love to order the 72 SH Monster Arts. That's definitely on the list. But let's take a look at this guy. He's beautiful. Bandai absolutely nails the face of the 1973 here. They nail all these faces from the 70s Godzilla figures, which is so cool, you know. And when I compare all three of them, you'll see the subtle differences in the faces and in the suit, you know. How it changed in those three films, in those 3 years. But this is gorgeous, man. The face is perfect. The face sculpt is unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? This is what you're looking for when you purchase a Godzilla figure, man. You know what I mean? When they can just nail the look and be that screen accurate, how can you really hate on it at all? It's just beautiful, you know. And this is a closed mouth figure, which I happen to like very much, you know. It's okay. We all have a bunch of open mouth Godzilla figures, you know. Some of the closed mouth figures are really cool, and this is definitely one of them. And, you know, they paint these to the tip of the tail here, which I like, you know. So I like that. All right, we're always complaining about them not painting it to the tip of the tail, but hey, if the 70s Godzillas are the only ones you're going to paint to the tip of the tail, I'll take that. Those are the ones to do it on, you know. And just very nice, not crazy with the design on the paint on the dorsal plates. Just a classic, good paint job with good design on the dorsal plates all the way down to the tip of the tail. And then here you have on his fingernails and toenails, you have like a really nice copper color, a bronze color that looks just great. You know, it really helps to convey the look of the 73. And it's kind of funny with these three figures how the way they're painted helps along conveying that that's the movie and that's the year that they're from, which is weird, but that's well done by Bandai. You know what I mean? Because it's those subtle differences that make, okay, this is the 73, this is the 74, this is the 75. You know, and there's subtle differences in the figures that change for those three films. And then you have a nice like cream color right here in the middle of his chest, which just looks great, you know. Kind of similar to what we get here on the card. So, yeah, that's beautiful. His skin looks great. The detail is just amazing. Look at that, man. It's just so beautiful. Like, they're so... The 70s Godzillas are so classic, man. And they're so simple at that, too. You know what I mean? Like, it's just such a simple look, but it's so classic. And this is the boxer Godzilla. You know what I mean? The 70s Godzilla was... He liked to scrap, you know? He liked to throw his hands. And that's why he was always, like, cocked back, ready to box. And I really like the pose of this. One leg kind of goes back a little bit. I love that. I like the curvature of the tail on this figure. Awesome, man. Really, really nice. Nice card. Nice paint job. Nice face sculpt. Nice figure. You know what I mean? That's the bottom line. This is really, really excellent. And You know, it's a great thing that Bandai came out with this figure. Love it. This is a 2023 version. You could of the 73. You can see that 2023 right there. So this is basically a new figure. It just came out, and I couldn't wait to get my hands on it. And I watched a bunch of reviews on it, and it does not disappoint in any way, shape, or form. Look at the detail, the bumps on his hands, on the back of his hands. Can you see that? Excellent, man. That's beautiful. It's details like that that just make these figures unbelievable, man. Love the detail on the top of his head as well. Excellent. 70s Godzilla looks good in the closed mouth figure, I have to say. I really, really like it. I like the color scheme. This is basically, you know, gray with, you know, silver on the dorsal plates, some bronze on the fingernails and toenails, and that nice cream color right there on his chest. And that's the color pattern for this one. Fantastic. Yeah, but we really need to see Godzilla duke it out with Megalon again. That's what I want to see. I mean, we got that little short film, which was very cool in and of itself. But I would love to see a full movie with Megalon in it, or at least be one of the villains in it. You know. So yeah, this is a great figure. I highly recommend it. So glad I'm adding it to the collection right now. And definitely get this guy. Go out, get you some Meguro Goji in a hurry. It's worth it, you know. Showcase Daikaiju. I got this guy, I think he was about 40 and some change, 45, something like that. Which is a reasonable price for him right now. So, yeah, get him. I love him. Now I'll just quickly show you how he scales with the Movie Monster Series Megalon. And this is the black and yellow version of Megalon. I know that they recently released an original color Megalon. But, you know, this is the only Megalon figure I own anyway. I don't have a Gigon or a Jet Jaguar yet. Like I said in some past videos, I mostly collect Godzilla first. And get an occasional other kaiju here and there. I like Megalon, and I like this. I like the new color. I like the black and yellow. Hope that they use that color in a future movie. But, yeah, I just wanted to show you the 73 with Megalon. All right, let's go. All right, now we're on to the 1975 Bandai, baby. The Mecha Gyakushu Goji suit. Really hope I said that right. I think I did though. But yeah, this is another piece of beautiful work by Bandai right here. That's all I can say. They just nail it again, once again, you know, with a fantastic figure. I love this design of Godzilla, man. I don't know. Maybe they felt that they perfected the look of this suit with the 75, you know, because it like basically combines elements of the 73 and the 74. I like the 74 a little better. I think he's much a little meaner and tougher, no nonsense looking. But this guy's right behind him, you know. I love the look of this, and I love Terror of Mechagodzilla. That's one of my top 10 favorite all-time Godzilla movies. I actually really, really love that. I love the idea of Godzilla fighting against Titanosaurus and Mechagodzilla. You know, I love the whole story of the doctor and his daughter, and that whole thing, plan to get revenge. That was that's a great movie. That's a good time, that movie. You know, I know it didn't do so well at the time of release, they say, but, you know, you didn't see Godzilla till 10 years later after that. But I like that movie. I like that movie. I like the fight scenes in that movie. I like the storyline of that movie. Maybe I'll just watch it tonight. I like Titanosaurus part, you know. Very, very cool, too. But this is just beautiful. Now, this figure is basically a really dark gray, almost black vinyl. And, of course, you got the silver dorsal plates, which have some very nice detail on them. You can see that there. Painted to the tip of the tail. Way to go, way to go. 70s get the carte blanche treatment, I guess. They get the paint to the tip of the tail. Yeah, baby. And then he has this beautiful green tinge to him on the top of his head, on his chest, and on his kneecaps. That just is beautiful, I think, with this picture, with this figure. It just, for some reason, those little green spots just really help it to convey the look of the 75. And that little shade of green right there, you know, separates it as the 75. And I love it. And this is just really nice detail. I just noticed some detail on his toes, so let's go to that. See those little bumps on his toes? Excellent. Yeah. His skin looks great here. All the way to the tip of the tail. You could see a little bit of a difference on the head than the 73 that we just looked at. That's great. Yeah, this Godzilla, this is a rough and tough Godzilla. You know what I mean? Especially if you look at him from that angle. You know, this Godzilla is the one that's just always like raising up over the mountain, ready to bust you in your mouth. And I love that about this Godzilla. You know, this Godzilla wasn't playing no games. He didn't have time for the chit chat. You know what I mean? This Godzilla came to check you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this was a powerful version of Godzilla as well. You know, took out Mechagodzilla twice. Took out Titanosaurus also. This Goji was a badass. The 73, 4, and 5 Goji. You know? Yeah. Not there to play games at all. And that's what I love about him. You know what I mean? That they conveyed that in the film. You know? Goji wasn't effing around. He wasn't effing about. If he showed up, it was your ass. You know what I mean? Oh, man. But, yeah, just another dope figure by Bandai. What can I say? I never get tired of 70s Godzilla. I could, you know, search for and buy 70s Godzilla figures all day long. Yeah. And I just want to try to own as many of them as I possibly can. And Bandai's just putting out between the 73, the 75, the 64, the 84, Bandai's been dropping some, and of course the -1 and the Odo Island version of -1. Bandai's just dropping some really nice vinyl lately. I'm loving all of it. Let's go. Give me more, you know? And now they got the Godzilla X Kong coming out, which I'm going to get those too, you know what I mean? There was some people, you know, not too happy that they didn't finish the paint, not too happy that it was kind of close to the same mold. Changed a little bit, but, you know. But Bandai is really putting out quality lately, especially in the 70s Godzillas. That's hands down their best. I'm sorry. They got a couple other good figures too. I like the Final Wars Goji. I like the 91 closed mouth.
and some others. The GMK one is really nice, but you know, I think the 70s is really where Bandai, you know, really hit its peak, hit its stride. They just nail these figures. From the looks of the suit to the face sculpt. You know, this is an open mouth, partially open mouth, and it looks great too. The teeth are painted great. The inside of the mouth is painted great. It's just, these are just perfect figures. These are 10 out of 10s. All of them. 73, 74, and 75 are 10s, man. Dime pieces. All of them. So, but yeah, you know, like it's just all around solid. From the look of it to the paint job to the sculpt, everything. It's just perfect. Perfect figures, man. I really recommend this. Get you 75 Goji, baby. All right, so here's all three of them. The 73, the 74, and the 75 Godzilla from Bandai. Absolutely love these guys. So, another thing I just wanted to talk about quickly was the articulation. It's arms and legs for the 73. The head doesn't move on that one. For the 74, it's the head, arms, and legs. 75 is head, arms, and legs. So it's only the 73 whose head doesn't move. And that's fine. I like it. I like the closed mouth figure. Head doesn't move. That's what separates it. You can see the difference in the paint jobs too. You know, that conveys the look of Godzilla from each film. You have the lighter gray and cream 73. You have like the dark charcoal, almost black and gray of the 74. And then you have the dark gray, almost black, and the green of the 75. You know? And I love that. Maybe you know, I like black and silver. I'm a Raiders fan, so maybe the 74 being like the darkest, almost black color was one of the reasons why that one was my favorite. But you can see that the face is different in all of them. See the 73, 74. It gradually starts to change. And then winds up here. You can see the subtle differences in all three faces. In the brows, the head, size of the cheeks and the nose. So it's the 74 looks like it. I guess the 74 probably had the biggest eyes out of all of those. This guy had like probably the most menacing brows. Yeah. All really nice. And I guess it's personal preference on which of these you prefer as the best one. For me, it's the middle guy. But I love them all. I love them all. I'm not hating on the 73 or 75. They're both beautiful. That's why I got the figures. But three of the greatest movies, man. Godzilla vs. Megalon, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, and Terror of Mechagodzilla. Awesome, awesome movies. All of them are worth watching, you know, out of the Godzilla franchise. I definitely recommend all of them. Yeah. Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla is probably my favorite out of the three, but I love them all. And, yeah, so these are ones you should put on your list. Get them while the getting is good. They're fairly cheap. Well, not the 74. The 74 ain't fairly cheap. But the new 73 and 75, you could get around 40, 50 bucks right now. So, and they will certainly appreciate. Figures this well done do, you know. So, and all three figures, as you can see here, have excellent cards. They're all very nice. 73 card, 74, 75. So, you know, that's nice too, you know, when you, when they give you a quality card with the figure. Because we save the cards, it's worth, make the figure worth more, you know, if the card is still on it. Even though I showed you in a couple of videos how to get the card out without damaging it, and you could pop it back in anytime you want, you know. If you don't feel like, if you feel like posing it without it, it's not a big deal. But it's nice when you get a good figure with a good card. So, but yeah. Anyway, get all three of these. Add them to your collection. I'll go as far as to say, if you don't have these, you're not a true collector. You gotta have the 73, 74, and 75 Bandai, man. This is the holy trinity right here of Bandai. Oh, man. All right, fellas. Peace.